everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney Marlella Weeks. If you don't know who I am, thank you for tuning in. But if you do know who I am, thank you for coming back. On this channel, we do beauty, business, and lifestyle videos, all luxuriously, of course. Today's video is a lifestyle video. It is the 10 types of people you should stop being friends with in 2021. But before we get into it, 2 things I need you to do. Number 1, hit the red subscription button down below and the bell notification so you can see every time that I post. And number 2, follow me right here on Instagram. Insta always sees it first, so make sure to follow me as well on that platform. We are talking about toxic friends in 2021 and why you should cut them off, so let's get right into it. I have all of my notes right here, so you know that I'm gonna be on point with this, but this is through my 25 years of experience, the 10 types of people you should cut out of your life today, right now, ahora. Number 1, the energy zapper. This is the person that is draining, the person that you have to mentally prepare to go to an event with, or go see, or have brunch with. This is the person that constantly just makes it about them. It's always about their emotions, or what's going on, or complaining, and after them you just feel like you had an emotional dump on you. Why do you want to be around someone that drains you? Like, I just don't understand. The energy zapper is someone that will constantly just take from your energy source, and if you have no energy or nothing to give in that relationship because they're constantly taking, why are you even in it? Anything that drains me, I automatically remove out of my life because I work a lot and I'm pulled already with a lot of responsibilities in different places and ways in my life, and I don't have time when I'm looking to have fun and something light and enjoyable and positive that it's draining me, that it's negative, that it's always about a problem, that it's always about them. So if you have a zapper in your life, make sure to cut them out. Number 2, the calculator. There are 2 types of calculators. You have the type of calculator that's the friend that always wants to keep tabs, like it's like a competition, and then you have the calculator that clocks your dollars, and I don't like neither one of them. The calculator friend that makes it a competition, that always has to have one up on you, always, like if you buy them a birthday present and when your birthday comes around they have to get you something more luxurious, or if you go to brunch they have to pay the bill, and then like the next time they expect you to pay the bill. I don't have time for that. Like, anytime that we have to feel like we're in competition, it's not a friendship. The only person I am competing with, jealous of, and trying to beat is my future selves. They're very meticulous people. They really want to make sure that they are always doing better than you. They're probably the smartest person in the room, probably the loudest person in the room, probably the most advanced and the most successful in their friend group, and they like it that way. They don't like friends that do better than them. They don't have mentors. They don't have people that they can really learn from to progress and even be better. Low-key a hater as well, but that's just me. That's my opinion on them. The second type of calculator you have is the person that clocks dollars. I do not at all hang with these type of people. Like, if we go shopping, if we go to brunch, they're the type of people that'll be like, oh my God, you just brought a bag last week, or oh my God, you're shopping again, or oh my goodness, like you're gonna order the lobster. Like no, I'm gonna buy, order, do what I want. I'm grown, I'm financially free. I have the ability to do that. And if your friends are constantly clocking your dollars, or constantly like judging you or making you feel bad for shopping or eating or doing what you like to do, that's your business. You don't need to be friends with them. Cut them off today. The calculator is definitely a toxic person. It's a no-go for me. And I would say if you have somebody like that in your life, I would address it first, but if they don't change, cut them off. Number 3, the disappearing act. We all have one in our life. We've all had one in our life. We might have even been this person. The disappearing act is the friend that gets in a relationship and they just disappear. Like, you don't hear from them for 6 months, a year, and then all of a sudden when they get their heart broken or something goes bad or they're in a situation, then they call on you for advice. Or if they break up with the person and they're single, then they're back to being your best friend, your wingman, your wingwoman, whatever. They're right back to being in routine, and they get in another relationship, and then they're poof, Houdini, they're gone. This is toxic, but this is workable. I think that some people do this and they don't even know. When you get in a relationship, you automatically reduce the time that you spend with your friends. That's a given, that's normal, that's natural, and that's healthy. However, you should not be disappearing to the fact that nobody sees or hears from you for 6 months to a year. And then when you're in distress, or when you break up, or when you're in your feelings, you wanna pop back up and have that support. It doesn't work like that. Friendships don't work like that. At least healthy ones don't. And with that being stated, if you have somebody that's the disappear act in your life, I would definitely say to have a conversation with them about how you feel, because I don't have any friends that I cannot call at 3 o'clock in the morning if something's going on. And even if they're in relationships, married, they'll still be able to support me, help me, or whatever I need in that time, because we're friends and consistently friends. So if you have the disappearing act, definitely bring it up in a conversation. But if they continue this toxic cycle, make sure to cut them off. off and actually have people that value you, whether they're in a relationship or not. Number 4 is the taker. You have givers, you have takers, okay? That's just like natural human society. But this person is excessive. Usually they're always the one that's just taking, whether it be resources, emotions, time, anything in the relationship or the friendship, they are taking from you. And that is something that is very, very toxic. Friendships are like any relationship. You should be giving 100%. They should be giving 100%. I'm not saying it's always going to be like that, but if you're consistent with your relationship with this person and you're always giving 95% and they only give you 5% in the relationship, that's toxic. That's not healthy. Usually people like this are opportunists, and usually they don't even know that they are takers. Like they're naturally, like it's just in their DNA. They've done it their whole entire life. Like if you're constantly giving to this person and you can't even call them when you have a rough day or call them to go to lunch, or it's always like on their schedule when they have time for you, that's an issue. They're the type of people that only want to hang with you if you're going to an event. They only want to hang with you if you have like celebrity friends, or if you're going shopping, or if you have different opportunities that's going for you in business. Just things like that would elevate them, and not necessarily they can reciprocate that back to you. Takers are kind of tricky because, like I said, they don't even know that they're doing it. You can make them aware if they continue it, definitely cut them off, but usually that's just how they're programmed in their DNA. So the one woman show, we love to see it. This is the person, it is always about them. The world revolves around them. Their drama, their life is always around them. This is usually the person that there's always some type of drama going on. This is the person that is I, and me, and I did this and I did that, and they wouldn't be without me. And it's just like, that's just not healthy. We don't want those type of people around us. We don't want those vibes. That's just bad karma, bad juju. But the one man show, they make it very clear that they can do it with or without you. They make it very clear that it's always about them. And if it's not about them, that they don't want to be around it. And they're very, very stubborn people. I would say with the one man show, there's really not a lot of space for other friends or other people in their life because they're so self-centered. Like they are so closed-minded and self-centered people. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying that being selfish is a bad thing, but to the point where you can't help your friends or just like ask them about their day instead of always making it about themselves. Do we really want to do that at brunch? Like, no, that's not good vibes. And usually, like, if you start talking about yourself, they will interrupt you and then bring it back to them. Like, it always gets put back to them. And we just don't want to do that. Like, there's no point because literally they only hear themselves. They don't even hear you. So what's the point? Number 6 is the drama queen. My goodness, I don't do this well. I'm a Capricorn. We're very non-emotional people, and people that just always make it about themselves and very dramatic and very like, it's always the other person's fault. I do not deal with that well at all. Like, take accountability. We're all adults here. The drama queen is somebody that it is always going to be drama. It is always going to be over exaggerated. It's always going to be made up scenarios, probably 10% of the truth out of the 100% of the picture. You know, when like you're watching a movie and like you get to the middle of the climax, like the conflict stage, they're always in that stage. Like that is their life, just conflict. If you're not into negative people and you have a drama queen in your life, it's going to be negativity. It's going to be drama in there. It's always going to be something about talking about somebody or gossiping. And we're like, I'm 25. I'm not trying to do that on my weekend. I don't really care that much. They're always looking for someone to blame, and it may be you down the line. So make sure that with the drama queen, I personally would cut them off. If it's a really close friend, family member, maybe talk to them about it. Like, you know, maybe try to have them take accountability. I don't know, we're grown. I personally don't care that much. But with dramatic people, dramatized people, people that always make it about themselves and always like play the victim role, I would personally say that's probably the most toxic person that you can have in your life, and to definitely cut them off. Number 7, the child that never grows up, also known as the brat. This is somebody that if they do not have their way, if plans change, if something happens, they are going to have a full-blown tantrum. I don't deal with people like this. We are grown. Stop acting like a 12-year-old. Things happen. And as me being a very systematic person, like I am super systematic, I am super to the T, I love planning, like it's a great thing to do, but things happen, life happens, plans change. Like just because we go to a different restaurant, I don't want you on the floor of the restaurant having a whole mental breakdown. Like absolutely not. They're very, very passive aggressive people. They're very, very quick to do subliminals. They're very, very quick to, you know, act out or cause a scene. And like, who wants to deal with that in 2021? Who wants to deal with that ever? Like, cut those people off. The brat, they have to go. Let their parents deal with them. But number 8, the flake. The flake, the snowflake specifically. This is the people that are always late. This is the people that always cancels last minute. This is the people that always makes plans, but then they never follow through, or you might hear from them, they're not consistent. I don't like dealing with these type of people because of the fact, not only is it toxic, but it's disrespectful. Like if they don't respect your time, if they don't respect your time to be on time, if they don't respect your time to not cancel last minute because you could have did something else, they don't need to be in your life. Like I am not your friend just because you're bored or you want to do something because you're bored with me. And there are so many other people that are great, that are in your life, that want to make plans with you and want to hang out with you, and you're just sitting here wasting your time with people who really don't care. And it's so disrespectful. Like people that do that, the flake, they're so disrespectful, and I just choose not to have them in my life because I can be doing so many other things than sitting with somebody who really doesn't even want to be here or doesn't value the time to be here or put the effort into this friendship. So if you're dealing with somebody that's like that, like if somebody's making you wait 20 minutes or somebody's always late to brunch or somebody's always canceling, I would bring that up, bring it to their attention, and if they continue to do it, cut them off. Number 9, the guilt tripper. This is somebody who always makes you feel guilty for anything that you do. So if they want to do something and then let's just say that you can't, or let's just say that they want to go shopping, real easy scenario, and right now you can't afford it, you're trying to buy a car or something like that, they'll make you feel really bad about it. Like, oh my God, we always go shopping. Why don't you want to go shopping with me? You wanted to go shopping with Sydney. Why don't you want to go shopping with me? Like what? Like now, oh, am I not cool enough to go shopping with you? They'll like literally guilt trip you, and it's not even about them. You literally just have responsibilities and different types of bills and different things like that. And it's none of their business. Like it's literally none of their business. The guilt tripper people, I don't hang with at all. I think it's very, very toxic. Anytime that a friend is going to guilt you into something or peer pressure you into something, they're not your friend. And usually these people aren't very successful. They have a lot of free time on their hands. They have a lot of time to just do whatever they want. And if you don't accommodate to their expectations or, you know, their wants, if they want to go shopping or to brunch or on vacation and you have like bills and a job and a home that you have to pay for, this type of person, in my opinion, is one of the more toxic traits. It's not the worst on the list, but I think that usually their mind is made up, their characteristics are made up, and this is just how they work. If they don't get their way, they're going to guilt trip you into something. And I think that's very childish. I think that's very selfish. And I don't think that's a positive influence to be around. Number 10, the friend that secretly hates you, the hater. We love this one. We love to see this one. Let me tell you something. There's always gonna be somebody that secretly hates you, but it shouldn't be your friends. It shouldn't be people that if you're not there, you have to question what they're talking about or if they're talking about you. That's not your friend at all. There's two sides to this. Either they never really liked you and they want to see your demise, or they're jealous of you because they can't be you. That's the two types that the hater is. Usually it's the latter. Usually they try to obtain to be like you. That's why they hang with you. That's why being your friend in the beginning is fun, because like you're kind of like a mentor to them. And then when they see that they can't do what you do for whatever reason, I mean, there's only one of you, that's exactly why, but then they hate you. And then they try to just cause demise and rumors and gossip and spread and, you know, talk about you and different things like that. Cut those type of people off. The hater, this is my thing. If you're comfortable enough to talk about me behind my back and you claim to be my friend, there is nothing we ever need to talk about ever in life again. Like, I'm sorry, I'm that type of person, maybe it's because I'm a Capricorn, but if you show 1 ounce of unloyalty to me one time, there's nothing we need to ever talk about again. I wish you well, I hope God blesses you in your own way and respect, but personally for myself, there's nothing we ever need to talk about again, and it's just that simple. If they are being a hater, there's no way to repair that relationship. They will do it again. Trust me from experience, they will do it again. They literally became your friend to hate on you. Why do you not think they will not do it again? Like, I don't understand. Like, people really just be given 20,000 chances out here and getting stabbed in the back, and like, you're setting yourself up, bro. Like, if you have a Judas in your midst, if you have a hater in your midst, best believe you need to cut them off immediately, because there's nothing that will change them, because it's you. Like, you're not going to change yourself, so they're not going to be able to stop hating on you, because that is just the dynamic of your relationship. So those are the 10 types of friends that you need to cut off right now today, the toxic friends and the toxic traits that might be in your circle right now. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, what are you doing? You made it to the end of the video. Subscribe down below, hit the bell notification, and join the family. And lastly, comment what you would like to see next. I love talking to you guys in the comments, and that's it for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.